But yes, we are getting into our game. Unbound Crouch has opted to go on attack, while Empress will be defending first to start us off on Haven.
Choose your
Haven,
agent.
I'm so excited that we're getting quite a diversity of maps
I
today.
know.
I mean, we typically in tournaments will see bind and then, bind and then some more bind. So we have had a plethora of maps today. I'm excited for it.
That's for sure. And the maps and the matches themselves so far have been super close and competitive. So we are only halfway through today's stream game. So lots of action still keeping that energy up. And we are in the game. Agents have been locked. Any initial thoughts on comps so far, Delta?
Before that, I would like to say that Team Empress is definitely rocking those ghost skins. So I love those new skins, the new sprays, and the new stickers. So just wanted to note that. But yeah, in terms of comp, we do see a fairly typical comp as well. Both teams are opting for Killjoy as their Sentinels, and we do have Reyna and Phoenix on both sides. And I know Phoenix is a really good pick for this map because of the ability to flash in around corners.
For sure. And to start things off, Unbind Crouch looking for an A hit right now. And they're rushing it down both short and long, but that Molly by Diana is going to delay the push quite a bit. And yeah, looks like they're a bit deterred by that and going to go back to CT.
Yeah, just doing a full rotate to see which is open, but they do have to worry about Killjoy's utility.
Oh yes, a whole line of Killjoy util in that choke point. That's going to be set off, but they do make their way onto site and the plant will be initiated. It is gone down and now we are at a 5v5 retake. Action will explode quite soon. Ooh, they're coming in hot, but bodies are dropping, more so in favor of Unbind Crouch, but just as quickly as I said that, more bodies are dropping, these classic clicks.
One enemy remaining.
And it's just going to be a 1v1 between Kaylee and Lisa. Just coming out, the headshot connects, and so does the next. Kaylee with the 3k, and she's going to pick up that round for the Unbind Crouch team.
Yeah, Unbind Crouch was essentially able to get that site for free, turning it into a 5v5 for retake, but Unbind Crouch was just able to outpower them, or outpower Empress, rather, and it looks like they'll be able to buy up all through Spectres, so a pretty uniform buy, while Empress is opting to do what looks like to be a full save with classics.
And just like they did in the first round, they're going to seek to rush into A site again. That Molly's going to do a bit of numbers, but not before Stuck AF is going to get that. And so does Kaylee on her end, hitting that headshot. And they are already on A site and they have control of it.
So again, we'll having do a retake, but with 3 members instead.
Ooh, and that turret is so annoying, especially if you're on pistol. It takes almost forever, it feels like, to take it down, but eventually she is able to. And they're going to try to entry onto the site, but bodies are going to fall, and it's just going to be Exandria on her lonesome, forced to get out of heaven and try to enter through here, but members are waiting. One does fall, that's going to be Kaylee, left at 22 HP. She's going to try to wall it, but Stuck AF is going to pick that one up, and that's another round for Unbind Crouch.
Yeah, not too unexpected. We did have that disparity in the buying because Empress was doing a full save, but with that full save in mind, now they will be able to do a little bit of an investment. Oh, well, actually, they're going to go to SMGs, so we will be having SMGs on both sides. We also have Empress continuing to do a default and, you know, spreading themselves across all sites.
And Maya's just going to aggressively flash out, not going to follow up on it yet. And Kaylee, with that bot, knows that there's someone in garage and just trying to clear that out. And Maya's, yeah, it's forced back just a bit.
Careful now.
Pulling out the molly because she knows someone's running in, and that flash is going to connect, but so did Maya's shots, and she's gonna fall as well. Meadow with that judge proving lethal, picks up 2 before she falls herself, and it's just gonna be a 3v2. Spike has made its way onto site, and Alves is gonna pick up the lone defender on that in Exandria, and it will go down.
Spike planted.
Lisa coming in hot, but there's someone on the left, and she pops out. Kaylee is going to fall, and it's just left to Alves. Knows someone's here, connects the shots onto Lisa and confirms that. Picks up a 3K, but will she be able to get the last one in Gianna? Appearing so close. She doesn't know where she is.
No.
Oh, and she catches her off guard. A 4K coming out of Alves to clutch out this round.
Oh, so sneaky with it. Wow. And yeah, just another round going to Unbind Crouch. And you can, some people will say that Haven is attacker sided because Haven, you know, has 3 sites. It makes it difficult for the defenders to, you know, have proper coverage on each site. They typically have to either abandon a site or spread themselves pretty thin. So you can definitely see that taking place here in this map.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to opt to default on the side of Empress here in the defense and just going to play it slow, try to make some noise, you know, test the waters and see where everyone's at. But Green Tea lands that opening pick on Elisa, who did push out a bit too far forward on a short. And off of that, they're just going to, you know, break down this sage wall that Exandria is trying to hold up. She has taken the high ground and is ready if someone's to come in, but nothing just quite yet.
Yeah, making enough presence at B, but Empress isn't budging quite yet.
Unbind Crouch, still trying to see where they want to go, and looks like they are posturing towards A site. Now that Stuck AF has made it to CT and catches Gianna off guard as she was in B link, and run it back is going to signal to help clear some space now that the plant has gone down. And they're just playing so aggressively off of site to catch out Empress on the retake, and it's just going to be left to Maya. Lands 1. But is going to be flashed by that curveball. It's going to be Phoenix versus Phoenix, but Alves is going to pick that one up. And that's another round going to the side of Unbind Crouch.
Yeah, Stuck AF just did an amazing job with being able to clear out the A site and essentially leaving the site open for Unbind Crouch to plant. And Empress was just unable to do a proper retake. So that was an amazing round from Unbind Crouch. And it's putting Empress at a bit of a disadvantage in terms of their economy. They are buying only SMGs and a shotgun.
Oh yeah, but Meadow's on that judge again, and the last time she was on that judge, she made it work. So curious to see if she'll get anything out of that this time around. But most members of Unbind Crouch are going to be making their way in mid. Lots of shots being spammed through this wall, but Maya's going to connect hers onto Kaylee to open up this round.
Empress doing a great job of mixing it up so that Unbind Crouch doesn't know which agents are at which sites.
Oh yeah, and Alves actually just missing both members of Empress who were on B, just calling back up from her teammates. And both Empresses have been utilized. Lisa gets 1, so is Exandria. It's just gonna be 2 members of Unbind Crouch left alive. They're making these all work. Stuck AF gets 1 onto Maya, and with only 2 members left, Green Tea is so desperately injured. She's the one with the spike. Just left to Stuck AF to help clear some space and get some info for her injured teammate. And is going to spot out 1, but will go down to Gianna. It's just left to Green Tea here.
30 seconds left.
on 10 HP. She's peering out. She gets it.
Oh,
And with that, she's running back because she basically just signaled where she was. Ooh, but who's on the come up? It's going to be Lisa who catches Green Tea out on the rotate, and they're going to pick up a round for themselves to bring the score to 1-4.
yeah. So again, Empress is trying to combat against Unbind Crouch, doing a great job mixing their agents up. You can see that Killjoy, for example, is rotating between C site and A site, and again, trying to keep Unbind Crouch on their toes as they don't know, as Unbind Crouch doesn't know which utility that they're going to face as they enter A site.
Yeah, I definitely like how they're mixing it up. Really creates some unpredictability. Like this run it back used by Maya very early and is able to get one, but doesn't confirm the other. However, Kaylee is super low already within seconds of the round at 10 HP. So definitely at a bit of a disadvantage now that they're down a number, and she's also super injured. So playing it slow after that chaotic beginning.
Yeah, and Lisa was just able to get, or sorry, Maya rather, was able to get information off of that run it back and causing Unbind Crouch to take it slow and take it easy so that they can reset.
Yeah, that spike moving towards C. Green Tea just gonna, you know, find herself in cubby while she waits for the rest of her teammates to get near her. Might possibly be meeting Maya in garage very soon. Sky smokes have fallen. Looks like Empress still has no idea where the rest of the team is, but this Leo should be more than enough of a signal to them that they are trying to execute onto C. And the spike will go down as Maya, still in garage, is going to wait her teammates before to retake. She does go down. Just 3 members left on the side of Empress.
You should run.
Ooh, but that lockdown is just going to make things a bit harder.
One enemy remaining.
Find ourselves only 1 member left. Lisa, trying to make things work, is able to get out of that lockdown. But time is ticking and she's slowly running out.
She gonna go for it?
Oh yeah, Kaylee's low, but on her back there's someone else. She is gonna fall, and that's another round to Unbind Crouch.
With Empress, or with that beginning of the round acting so slow, and just the passive nature of both Empress and Unbind Crouch, Empress just wasn't able to do that retake for C-Site, and it'd be good if they were able to, you know, in the mid rounds, just be a little more aggressive so that they can take up space and gather as much information as possible so that they aren't caught out towards the end of the round.
And looks like they are going to try to gather information here, kind of opting for a bit of a default. Oh, but Lisa is going to get caught pushing up too quickly. Meadow is going to push up as well, but Green Tea there to save her teammate from that. That's already 2 down on the side of Empress. And they've made their way onto A site. Exandria, a beautiful headshot onto CC in heaven. The plant will go down. The turret, so annoying. Oh, but Maya's Sheriff is gonna hit that Molly, chipping down the damage as well. It's just a 3v3 and they're trying to enter together to retake this, but Exandria will fall and it's just left to Maya, who will go down very shortly. And that's a 6-1 score in favor of Unbind Crouch.
Yeah, that was definitely going to be a rough retake for Empress. Even if they were able to get their picks, there was just so much Killjoy utility ready and waiting on the spike. So even if they tried to defuse, it would be a rough round for them. And they were on a bit of a save, so not too unexpected for that last round. But with that recovery, able to buy full rifles and full shields.
And with that, gearing towards a C hit, it's just going to be Gianna here on the site, going to spot out some members. Molly will go down to delay the push in time for her teammates to rotate over.
So much information is being gathered, so they know they're not at A site yet.
Oh, but Lisa's on this this flank in CT, and she doesn't know it, but she's so close to the members
So
of
close.
Empress.
And she's pretty much surrounded now.
Are they gonna come in? Are they gonna come in? CC, the first victim to Lisa, waiting patiently. Oh, but she dismisses into the rest of the team. And it's just going to be lots of shots being spammed in this mid and garage area. And they're trying to go in, but Gianna's still there. The grenades didn't clear her out, and she gets 2 before going down to Kaylee. Spots out Meadow. Clean shot that connects. 2v2. Time is ticking, and they're bolting all the way to A site, knowing that it's free.
Yeah, a free A site, and they both have their ultimates available, making it a little bit more advantageous for them.
Ooh,
Oh,
yes.
but a resurrection.
Yes, the res does come out. Run it back is used. They're trying to do some damage. Just damage on 1, on 2. Doesn't hit the 3rd, but they know exactly where Exandria is, and they're ready for her. She's gonna try to take the high ground to see where the rest are, but they're both hidden away. Time is ticking.
She's gonna go for it, or
no, she's out of time, and she's gonna get caught off guard. Alv's going to pick up that one to give herself a 4K and a 7-1 score in favor of Unbind Crouch.
that was such a powerful ultimate. So run it back from Alves. You can see how it's so impactful in the retake, essentially offering you a free life. She was able to get those 2 kills, turning it into essentially a lonely round for Exandria. So just such powerful usage of their ultimates to be able to win that last round.
Yeah, definitely very impactful round coming out of Alves, but this time around, 3 ults are available on the side of Empress. So curious if they're able to use that to confirm a round for them. Again, most people postured towards C, just like the first round, or the last round rather. And Maya, she's gonna push out, but gets caught off by CC, who had the crosshairs ready for that. Showstopper is going to be used by Kaylee to try to clear this site, but Gianna's still on it. Oh, she falls. And that's going to be 3 members left of on Empress. The plant does go down. Oh, they're just gonna meet each other, but Stuck gets the better of Exandria, and she's gonna walk out and see this judge. But Meadow will fall. It's just left to Lisa here, stuck in long.
Yeah, Lisa was on the flank from the beginning, but now she's all left by herself.
Oh yeah, and she might just get pincered as well. Stuck is wrapping around, and she doesn't really have anywhere to go. Oh, that was a really nice try. Lands the headshot, but eventually goes down to Kaylee.
Yeah, just attempting to do a little bit of damage to Unbind Crouch, but Unbind Crouch is sitting pretty well right now in terms of their economy. Even if they were to lose a few rounds, they are pretty safe in their bank. And Empress, it's looking real rough for them as for this half. And they're gonna have to change things up to be able to keep up with Unbind Crouch.
Oh yeah, exactly right. But CC going to opt to take down the stage wall to begin with. But they really don't want to give this mid, opting to put down the sky smokes. And it's just going to be Meadow on this site. They're playing a bit of a default here just to test things out, but Kaylee gets the better of Gianna and gets that kill. Lisa spots out Kaylee, isn't able to confirm a kill, but does do lots of damage. And in the meantime, bodies are dropping, mostly in favor of Unbind Crouch, and that's going to give them enough room to plan.
One enemy remaining.
But CC catches out Lisa, and Xandra's left her lonesome. Will fall once more to Sisu, who picks up a 3K for this round.
Yeah, another clear example of the pain of being on defense of this map. Empress was stretched so thin, and Unbind Crouch was making presence at both C and B, and Empress just couldn't properly respond because they had to attend to the sites because they didn't know where the hit would come from. And yeah, Empress is in, again, a rough spot economically, and hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on their ultimates to be able to stay in this half.
Oh yeah, but Lisa is pushing out aggressively. Is going to get one onto Stuck, and that Sky Smoke's just going to save her so she can fall back. Meadow, the other member on this site, in this cheeky corner, and is going to get caught out. Both members who were defending A are going to fall, and it's going to be left to the last 3 remaining members of Empress to try to retake this. That orbital strike going to be used to delay the plant. Alves pushing up aggressively, is going to get flashed by that curveball.
You should run.
Just going to miss. Oh, but catches out Maya.
One enemy
Sandra,
remaining.
meanwhile, doing some work in heaven with that Sheriff. Cease is going to catch her on the drop, and it's just going to be a 1v1. They don't know where each other is.
They're just looking around.
Oh, but the smoke dissipates! And Cece was looking. She gets it. And that's another round on the
Last
side of
round
Unbind
in the
Crouch.
half.
And we are already at the last round of the first half, Delta.
We are, and Unbind Crouch, again, in a very comfortable position. And I mean, Empress did a great job trying to defend that site, and you saw them be able to invest the orbital strike, and it did help, but they weren't able to win that last duel, and another round going to Unbind Crouch. They still have ultimates available, and they do have an operator, so hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on this last round of the half.
Yes, Meadow is going to be coming up this time around, so curious to see if there will be any impact from that. Gianna will fall to Alves to open this round up. Run it back is used. Phoenix versus Phoenix, but Maya will fall. And quickly only left with 3 members left. Empress has been popped on the side of Empress. But Xander catches all of them coming out. Tries to spam some shots, but won't confirm a kill. And that op did get a shot, but she will fall, and the round will go to Unbind Crouch. Just a very dominant first half coming out from them.
Yes, like you said, very dominant half for Unbind Crouch. And we did say this map is attacker sided, so it's possible that Empress could come back. I don't know, but we will have to see a very impressive pistol round for Empress to be able to stay in the next half.
Yes, but as you said, you know, games, it's always winnable.
Oh, so true. I mean, I've seen teams come back from 12-0, so it's always possible.
No rush to start us off with this round. Usually I feel like pistols, usually pistol rounds, I feel like people always rush, but ooh, Alves in this cheeky corner, oh, sees the gun, sees the barrel, and sees the kill. Lisa will go down to Alves in that opening pick to start us off in this first half. Spike is, however, going to be poised towards the C area, and it's just going to be stuck on this site, sees the body, sees the shots connect, but sees her low HP at 10. Is gonna have to fall back with the heal, that clutch heal. Ooh. Just lots of bodies dropping, spams being shot. We're already left at 2v2.
Last player standing.
It's just going to be left to Meadow and Kaylee.
Okay. Spike planted.
Plant does go down like that. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, what? Okay. That's a new one for me.
The boom bot. Oh my gosh, she was like stuck trying to kill her, and also kill the boom bot. That's so scary.
Yep.
But
Well,
the round, yeah.
that's one way to win a round. So, good job for Empress. Definitely trying to stay in this half, and they are buying up 2 SMGs while Unbind Crouch is saving. But again, they have such a large margin that there's no need to force.
Oh my gosh, are they just full setting in mid? Yeah, there's so much action happening in mid right now. But Stuck coming out on top of those 2 kills on her Sheriff. Gianna possibly going to spot all 3 members, but will go down and just left to Meadow. Wow, what a chaotic beginning. Oh my gosh, Kaylee's gonna go down. So is CC, but Green Tea is gonna trade that out. And we are at match point on the side of Unbound Crouch. What a very, very chaotic round. I couldn't even wrap my head around what just happened.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic round, and unfortunately, Empress is left in a bit of a spot right now because Unbind Crouch is able to buy, while Empress, because they bought that last round, reasonably so, they are stuck with just 1 hero rifle. They do have the ability to do Killjoy's lockdown, and that could help them be able to make enough space, but we will see.
Ooh, Kaylee aggressively pushes and gets confirmed by Lisa, but will be traded out while she's trying to heal up.
Found the alarm bot down.
Ooh, what a quick play coming out of Green Tea, but not quick enough to leave the crosshairs of Meadow, who will pick that one up, and they're just going to go on the full rotate to C after so much cartilage happening in A.
Yeah, so approaching an essentially free C site, but Unbind Crouch is trying to get enough information to be able to make the rotate that is necessary.
You should run.
Ooh, and that lockdown is going to be used. This is just going to buy some time. On
But will it be enough?
Yes, that is the question, Delta. Will it be enough? And it has finished. Now it is time for Unbind Crouch to try to make way onto the site. That Molly just going to delay the push from that end, and they're forced to go to garage, but they will meet a wall. That is so annoying. And Stuck will go down. 2 members left. Alves made her way onto site, gets caught out with a flash, and will go down, as does CC Alexandra with the 3K, and they are still in this, Empress.
You're right, they are still in this, and remember the idea of this map being attacker sided because essentially Unbind Crouch had to haul all the way from A site into C site to be able to do a proper retake and then come up against the lockdown. So yeah, it's very difficult for defenders, especially when they are a woman down, to be able to do these retakes.
Yeah, that was pretty jokes though, how they were trying to retake onto C, were met with the molly on one entrance, and then were met with the sage wall on the other. Just not so much time. It was great util usage.
Yeah. And they've even pushed Unbind Crouch into a save round, or a half buy.
Yeah, that's for sure. But kills are coming through in favor of Unbind Crouch, and just lots of action happening in mid. And yeah, they're going to opt to rush C.
Yeah, again, just the site is relatively open at this time.
Ooh, but running back is going to be used. Maya has had enough. The joke is over. Going to try to create some space and make use of that, but Alves, the other Phoenix, making her way downtown, gets one onto Gianna.
Come on, let's go.
Will be initiating run it back, checks her corners, and falls to Maya. She's gonna rush her. Ooh, and gets that one, but it's left to just Maya. Meanwhile, the lockdown has been utilized by Green Tea, and she and Kaylee are already on site. It's just left to Maya to try to stop this defuse. And it will go through, and that's going to be game 13-3 on the side of Unbind Crouch.